Hello, everyone, and welcome to the distribution team meeting. Today is Monday, March 28th, 2022, and I had the first item of triage. So last month, I spent about a little over 4 hours on triage. Had two that were basically came in and resolved the first contact. One, we have a open MR to close it. Two are for scheduling, and then there's one that is for maintainer discussion. And that is basically to auto create an API token and deploy. I thought this was an interesting idea. I'm not sure about feasibility or how or what, or if there's what the level of effort is going to be, but this is a thing that, when you install GitLab, there's some things that need API tokens to do right after you're done if you're automating it. And this would be a nice thing to figure out, like how to do this. So that's just out there for discussion. We can do that asynchronously on the issue, but I wanted to raise that one here to make folks aware. Then the other one is that during the pipeline review meeting last week, we decided that we wanted to have some kind of a board where we could see all the pipeline failure issues made across the projects. And last week I did a naive proof of concept to just put together a quick thing. There's an open issue and there's an MR linked in the agenda doc to both talk about what do we want to see and how do we want to look at it. And then I implemented a very naive implementation MR to just make the page. You can check that out, set private token locally, and then just run nanoc, and you can see the page it creates. There's a screenshot on the MR to show like what on the MR or the issue. This shows what this kind of generates. So I just wanted to throw that one out there as well. For the next week coming up, Hossein is going to be on triage. Does anybody have questions on the above before I pass it off to DJ? All right, then over to DJ for the standing items.
Yeah, so one of the things called out in the standing items is that there's now links to the pipeline failure boards in the standing items section for now until we get a better for a different page to link those in. We have the three separate boards in there. Over on deliverable issues, we don't have any P1 deliverables that are still open, so main focus here is P2 deliverables. There's still several the majority of these are still unassigned. We're still, this is now just the second week of this new release. So rather than go through the whole list this week, let's see, is there anyone who would like to share a status update on what they're working on? If not, we can, we'll come back around next week and probably check in on these and ask people directly. But yeah, this week I think we're going to let them play out. And then there's also a note, as always, on Friends and Family Days. The next one is coming up on April 11th. Gerard, you had the next point.
Sure. So similar, sort of in the same vein as what Steve was calling about adding the pipeline review. We have discontinued the pipeline review meetings, at least for until something more significant happens. We're just getting into a rut with basically the same thing that IssueBot was bringing up, bringing the visibility of some of the issues to light, and we've been adding the a subtask to triage of being able to just look at the pipeline failure boards and monitor them. So it was sort of a redundancy with the pipeline review. So we've gone ahead and canceled them. And we'll, if there's a real need in the future, we'll reinstate them. But for now, we won't be holding them anymore. So that's all I had. And is there any other issues or any other items people want to add to the agenda? I'm not hearing anything. I think that's crickets.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Have a good day.